happy Monday. There's a lot going on today. It's Monday, number one. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Also, I have to mention right here in the beginning, this is the last day of our President's Day sale. For those of you who are not already members of the flock and want to be, you can take advantage of $20 off of our annual membership using code PRES, P-R-E-S 20 at checkout. Please do that. Also, it's the last day to join or to renew your membership in order to be entered for your chance to win a Cricut Maker 3. We're announcing that. The end is today. It is today. If you have not already, if you are a Founding Flock member and you want to renew your membership, go to the private Facebook group. If you don't have a Facebook group but you are a Founding Flock member, email us hello@oakenlamb.com. We will send you the special link to extend your membership. And if you're not a member with us, go ahead, get a membership, use the link below. Either of those ways will enter you into winning the Cricut Maker 3.
And we'll announce the winner tomorrow.
Yes, how exciting. So today's the last day of the sale and of the way that you can enter to win this. I forget what that's called. I don't know. We were giving it away through the month of February, and today's the last day of February, which always sneaks up on me because it's short. It's short. So today's the last day. Definitely join if you haven't already. We're going to be making a card today, but it's really not about the card. It's about the envelope. I always say envelope. Lots of people say envelope. Really, it's whatever. The thing that holds the card. And we're making a really cute one today using basic shapes in Design Space. We're also using a brand new cut file just launched today to make this card. So if you are a member of the flock, go to the website, check out those cut files. We'll go over there and share them with you all as well. Let you see the new files that are on the website today. We have so many cut files. Becca pours her heart into all of these amazing collections. We have over, 250 files now? It's nuts. It's nuts, honestly. And Becca is continuing to drop them every week. Don't get comfortable with that. That is not a permanent thing. But for right now, she's spoiling you guys rotten. So if you have any questions about the flock, what we can do for you here at Oak and Lamb, let us know, because we would love to answer any and all questions that you might have. Definitely let me know. Look at everyone here. Hi, everyone. I see it's somebody's birthday, Miss Jennifer.
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Jennifer, happy birthday. Jennifer Schramm, happy birthday. Yes. Okay, so this is going to be Design Space heavy today. Mostly Design Space heavy. So just bear with me. I've done this once. There's a lot of manipulation. I'm going to be doing a lot of grouping, ungrouping, changing cut lines to score lines and cut lines to draw lines. There's going to be a lot today. So this is one of those lives I want to encourage you. If you are new to Cricut, in the world of Cricut, new to Design Space, definitely rewatch this video later. It will help you. Yes, Becca, your hand is raised. Yes.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I also do because I don't want to miss this. Nikki
Don't miss it.
says, I haven't caught a live in a while, so I'm not sure what the sale is and what the extension is about.
Okay, great question. Yes. So the sale we're running right now is for President's Day. It actually ends today, and it is for all non-members. So if you are a member of the general public and you are not yet a member with Oak and Lamb, you can click that link and save $20 off of our annual membership. Now, for the extension, if you are a member of our founding flock and you want to extend your membership for a year or per month, you can do that with some special links that are in the Facebook group for a very special price. We want to honor our Founding Flock members, which a Founding Flock member means any member who joined before February the 12th. And if that's you and you would like to extend your membership, go to the Facebook group, use the special links that Becca provided in that announcement post. You'll see it when you get there, and you can get, number one, a heck of a deal on your yearly membership if you want to renew it. I'll just let you guys know it's $50 off for our Founding Flock members, which is incredible for a year. And either way, if you renew your membership as a Founding Flock member, or if you get a brand new membership as a as a person in the public who has not had a membership yet, both of those ways will enter you into winning the Cricut Maker 3, which we're going to announce tomorrow. Great question. Let me know if there's anything else. Is your mic on?
No, it wasn't.
Becca's mic wasn't on. That's okay.
I think it was on because I know 100% fact that I did flip it. So I think I didn't flip it last time and I thought I turned it on, but I really turned it off.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. But you all are amazing. Thank you for letting us know.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, let me see. I have a question. If we are already a Founding Flock member and to get in the drawing we have to renew by today, but we don't have to renew by June, does it renew now or in June? If you are a Founding Flock member, you have access to our website, to your membership through May 31st. You don't have to do anything. You just will not be entered to win the Maker 3. That is only for Founding Flock members who do extend their membership by today. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, but you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
Just in order to be eligible to do that.
Yes.
You have
it.
You have until April, I think it's 16th. I'd have to look at the date. I have it on the post. April 16th to renew at
Good
that
Friday,
price, though.
right?
Yeah. So if you can't do it by today, then you do have by Good Friday
to renew
to
at
do
that
it at
special
that link.
discount.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You just won't. The Cricut Maker 3 is special.
Yes, the $149 rate is grandfathered in for Founding Flock members.
And I say probably, I don't think we will ever grandfather anybody else in on any other sale. You also will never see it $50 off like for you Founding Flock members. We're honoring you guys in as many ways as we possibly can by giving you $50 off and by grandfathering you all in to just to say thank you for you all having our backs when we're so new. So thank you all so much for that. I hope you all do take advantage of those great sales for the Founding Flock members. It's our thanks to you for sure. Okay, I don't want to miss anything. Becca will let me know if I miss anything.
Sure will.
Okay, we're going to go over supplies today. We have our Cricut Maker 3 that we're using. We have a mat. This is a pretty well-loved standard grit mat. So we also have our trusty brayer that we've been wearing out. This is going to help us place our paper onto our mat with. We have some cardstocks. I think I have 4 colors. I think this card and the envelope, whatever you say, takes 4 different colors. So I have some scraps here, some colors that I've used in the sample card that I made earlier, and yeah, any colors that you want. There are colors in the cut file. Of course, Miss Becca does an excellent job pairing up really cute colors for cards, but since this is an SVG, you guys are welcome to change any and all colors that you want, which is fantastic. The freedom is amazing in those cut files. We also have our ATG gun. This puppy here has been out of stock on Amazon for weeks, and we are so sorry and so disappointed. I did link it below just so you can keep checking the link if you want to. But for the one that we have here, it is just a dry adhesive. It's a tape gun, tape roller, double-sided adhesive. It's fantastic. We love it. But yeah, it's sold out right now, which is so sad. So use whatever you have. If you don't have a dry adhesive, you can use other types of glue if you want to. It'll just take a bit longer to dry. We're also breaking out some pins today. This was Becca's idea, and it was a very smart idea. So we're going to be using pins to draw on our card today. There's a little sentiment, and we're gonna draw it instead of cut it out with paper. This would also be excellent to make as a print thin cut if you want to do that. So totally up to you. But again, when we get in Design Space, that'll make a lot more sense. And then kind of our secret weapon today is Loctite. This is a spray adhesive. There is a little border around this card today that is pretty impossible to work with hot glue or with a zig glue pen. The glue pen just dries too quickly. So what I did was put it on a poster board, spray it down on the back, and it stuck amazing. So that's
super smart.
That's what I did.
And also,
today.
if you don't have, like, you can flatten this entire image and do print the cut if you want, but Rachel's just showing you some different fun ways to do all of this.
Yes, but that's an excellent point, Becca. Her cut files that Becca makes is exceptional to use in so many different ways. You can take parts of cut files out and use them in other files. You can, like Becca said, flatten this all into one print and cut image, or you can make them layered, change the colors, whatever you want to. There's a lot of ways you can customize this card to fit your needs, which I think is fantastic. If you don't have pens, make it a print and cut. If you don't have a printer, cut it out of paper. You know, things like that. I don't want to say this is the only way to make this card. And last but not least, we have our scoring stylus. Yeah, and that's it. That's all we're using today. Let me see if I've missed anything. I love
Anna would like to know if you missed her.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Anna. Yes, I did. Where
She
are
has to
you,
say
Anna?
that.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Let me know.
We've been waiting on you all day.
We've been waiting on you all day.
Yeah.
Where have you been? I've been just sitting here basically crying at my desk wondering where you were.
Jennifer, I just love to say I love how you explain the membership, but then don't talk about selling it so much as we have fun crafting. Thank you. Love being a proud ONL flock member. So,
You're so
honestly,
sweet.
like, we don't want to sell our membership. We kind of hate it. To be 100% honest, we just want to craft, but we also want to
Have
be
to
here
make money.
in a month to work with you all.
Yes, yes.
So unfortunately, we do have to do that, and I do understand that you understand that. But yeah, that's not our heart.
No,
that is not
no.
our heart.
And I know that you all do understand lives are the best way to explain membership because we can answer questions and make sure everybody knows the options that they have. But that's kind of the extent on what we like to do. It's working so far. So hopefully we don't ever have to change anything because like Becca said, you're our family. We just want to be here. And if you happen to fall in love with us or fall in love with the membership, we do hope you purchase it. And if not, we hope that you continue to support us here on YouTube by watching our videos. Okay, let me see here. Oh, Anna, I'll leave a framed picture of me on your desk so that it's like I'm right next to you all day. Anna, that would be fantastic. I just think we could just like giggle and, you know, whisper back and forth and make Becca jealous over there.
Jealous.
That would be great. Okay, let me see. I'm going to flip over to Design Space. And again, I want to tell you all, please bear with me because this is going to be pretty Design Space intensive. Actually, Becca, I'm sorry. Let's go to overhead and I'll share with them the card we're making. I'm a very visual person, so I think it might help if you see the card
I think so too.
in the envelope. So here's what it looks like. It's like a square. You fold it over and it's like, I don't know.
It's like a dog-eared box.
Yeah, it's really cute. So you open it up.
So cute. I
And
can't.
this,
It's so cute.
this is when we made this in design, it took me honestly 30 seconds to make this. And then here's the little card. I'm going to change a couple things about the card. This was kind of like a tester, but I wanted to throw something in here for you all.
Hey, keep it for some reason. I don't know if it's the overhead camera or if it's really that way. Like I can't even see it on our preview.
Oh no.
So that's very. Look at it. Look at it there. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for YouTube.
Lord.
I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up so that I can see if
Lord.
it's that way. A little bit, yeah. Let me
That's
change
rough.
it. I'm gonna change
Okay.
it. Go ahead. You keep going.
Okay. Well, you can't see it anyways, but
Yeah,
this is
I'm
the
gonna change
card.
it.
This is the base. Again, we're kind of focusing on the base today, not really the card, but it's super cute. Honestly, guys, it's 4 half circles welded onto a square with some score lines. That's it. You just dog ear all these down and tuck this one in, and then look how stinking cute that is. So easy. Now you could take a little sticker and pop your sticker there to keep it nice and flat, whatever you want to do. But it just kind of folds open. I saw this on Google. I do, believe it or not, but
All right, let's see the card again.
I just loved it. Okay.
I think that's better.
Okay. This is a cute card though. It says, "Okay, you are amazing." It has this little green, kind of like a frame. And then it has like an inner frame, which is this little yellow piece. And that's what I use Loctite on. And again, it dried and it looks great. Like it's not coming off or anything like that. So that's a fun thing you can do with Loctite. If you have it. If you don't, it's okay. But I've kind of been using Loctite quite a bit here. We use it for like glitter tumblers or glitter pens, or I use it for paper projects like this. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Paper, cardboard, foam, fabric, and foil. So it's pretty, again, it's pretty light. It's general performance. And this is linked down below, as is all this stuff if you guys want it. But yeah, so here's how you open it again. So cute. I hope you all are excited to make this. So now we can switch on over in Design Space. Sorry, Becca, for all the switching back and forth. And here's what this is going to look like in Design Space. Now, again, this is not a cut file. This is something you all can make in literally 30 seconds flat. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to go to Shapes. I'm going to grab a square. There's a rounded square and a squared edged square. Say that 5 times fast. I'm going to get the squared edged square and bring it in here. Make it a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to go back to the shapes and grab a half circle. They did not used to have half circles. You had to slice a circle in half. Now they're so kind to have actual half circles. So I'm going to change this to be the same width as this, which is 2 inches. So I'm going to go up here and make that 2 inches. Bring it on in just like this. Now, you can see that's one side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to take this, go up here and click duplicate. You can also Command C, Command V on your keyboard. I'm going to go up here and click flip, and I'm going to flip this horizontally, scooch that one in, just like that. Now, as you can see, these don't have to be perfect because what we're going to do is take all of this. So we have all three of these selected, half circle, square, half circle. We're going to go back up to align, and we're going to click align center vertically, and then we're going to click align again and click distribute horizontally, and it's going to lock everything right in place, right where we want it. Now I'm going to click off of that. Those are perfect. I'm going to click another half circle, duplicate, come up here, and I want to turn this to set up top, and then we're going to flip it on the bottom. And what you can do is click and hold this rotate little button here, and hold down shift on your keyboard, and when you do that, it will lock to where when you spin it, it spins locked like that. Whereas if you free spin it, it's kind of hard to see, okay, is that nice and straight? Well, I don't really know if that's straight or not. So I like to do it this way, by pressing shift, holding shift, and doing that with my keyboard. I think it's much, much easier. So now I'm going to pop that down, just like that. Now I'm going to take another one, duplicate it again, bring it down here. Now we're going to go to flip, and instead of flipping horizontally, we're going to flip vertically this time. Scooch it right up there. Now we're going to select these three. So we've already selected those and centered those up. Now we're selecting these. So we have half circle, square, half circle. We're going to go up and center all this horizontally. Click it one more time and distribute vertically. Now look, okay, it's all locked. It's all beautiful. This is exactly how we want it to look. And you want these half circles to be half of the size of your square. Our square is 2 inches, our half circles are 1 inch wide. So it's gonna fit perfectly together. So that's something to note as well. So 2 inches, 1 inch, and they're all gonna fold in together and be perfect. I scooted that one in, my bad. I'm gonna fix that just in case. Boop, okay. Now you can weld all this together. What, Becca?
What was that?
Don't. You're making, listen, you have a plethora of voice.
She said
sound effects.
boop,
Boop, boop.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
You can make that one of mine. You can make that.
It's a good one. I like it.
But you know what? I'm glad Becca called me out because I don't want to weld yet.
Oh, good.
I want to take my square in the middle. Thank you, Becca, for calling me out on my little boot.
You're welcome.
Take your square and duplicate your square. And you might be like, Rachel, gosh, I pressed that duplicate button so many times. Bear with me. So scooch him over to the side. Now you have another square. Now you can weld this all together. Again, everything is straightened, everything is aligned. I'm going to take all of these, click and drag with my mouse. You can make sure they're all selected here in the layers panel. Click weld. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take this guy here, and you might be thinking, well, what are we going to do with him? We're going to make this, we're going to turn this from a basic cut to score lines, since the other way would be to get a basic shape, get a score line, and add all your score lines right here one by one, but that's a lot of work. So this is what I love to do. Go up here to basic cut where it says operation, change it from cut to score. Now you can pop this in right here, and it's kind of hard for you guys to see, so let me break this down. Send this to the front, and I'll actually change his color too to make it easier for it. Now you can see those score lines. Now all you have to do is select all of this and click center. And look at that. Make sure you attach. If you don't attach, the score lines will not know where they're supposed to go. And now you have your little envelope. How stinking cute is this? Easiest thing in the world. Seriously, guys, no brainer. So simple. Becca, is there any questions about the process?
No.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So that's how you do that. Now we're going to do some manipulation with this card. So here's how it's going to look. Right like this. And here's what we're working with now. They look very similar. So what you're going to want to do is grab your card base, size your card base to however big you want it. This is how big ours is. Don't ask me why. This is just the size that I decided. So now what you're going to want to do is size your card in its entirety, not counting the unfolded portion. Size it to fit well in your card. Now you might want to unlock the size ratio because this is more of a oblong card. It's not a perfect square. So you might want to unlock this and kind of size this in. Don't worry about that wording. We'll fix that later too. And you're trying to fit half of this card in here. You don't want to fit the whole thing in here because again, this part is going to fold over just as a normal card does. So fold this, or excuse me, size this to fit pretty well inside your score lines here. Get a little finicky with it if you want to. Boop, like that. And that's going to fit pretty darn good. So now take this away. We know that's going to size properly. And now we can bring this up for us so we can see it a little bit clearer. Now we can do some manipulation on this. I actually don't hate this text. It looks good to me. So there's a couple things you need to do here. I don't really know if it's in a particular order. Number one order of business is ungroup this sucker because you're going to want to do some manipulating. So I'm going to take this, which is our word that says amazing, and I'm going to change this from a basic cut to a score. Oh my gosh, not score, to a draw. And I'm going to grab my pen, my pink pen. Now this is the Cricut pink crystal pen. And all you have to do once you click pen is click this little box right next to it and select your actual color, which I think is great. So I'm going to click our pink crystal. Now I'm going to go here. And see, it won't let me click. It wants me to click the yellow border. This is one of those times where you need to go to the layers panel and click your layer. That's totally acceptable. Now you're going to click that. Change that also from a cut to a pen. Then go over. And our blue pen we're using today is called Jade. So I'm going to go down here to our blue colors and click Jade. Now what I'm going to do, all this is ungrouped. I'm going to take my pen here, click my pen here, and the way that I'm clicking more layers than one at a time is by holding down that shift key on my keyboard. It's a very helpful thing to do. Now I'm going to go down here, and right here is my card base. I'm going to click my card base as well. Now I'm going to click attach. Now what that's going to do is allow my Cricut to know right where I want it to draw on this image. If I did not attach, it would just kind of draw this wherever it wanted to. You can also see that when I clicked attach, it brought all the layers to the front. So I'm just going to click arrange and click send to back so that it shows all of my layers once more. Now the second order of business is to come right here. This says basic cut. This is the score line in the middle that we need to score. So the way you import cut files, unfortunately, you could for what, like 3 weeks, Becca, you could actually import cut files with a score line.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And then it's like Cricut took that back away for you. So we're going to change that basic cut line over here to a score line. You can see that changed it to a score line. Now we're going to click it, hold down shift again, and find our, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Where is it? Go up. There's our score line. We're going to hold down shift, come down here, and here's our attached little section here. Now we have that, our score line, and our base selected. I'm going to click attach. Now again, we need to do this because if you did not attach that score line to the base, the Cricut's not going to know where the score line is supposed to go. I know it seems kind of like a lot, but that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, and guys, that's it. That's it. Now you can take it if you want to, group everything together. We all know that group is only for the canvas. It does not group everything like attach does when you click make it. So at this point, or really before this, guys, if you want to make this card ever again, I would suggest saving it. Yeah. Save it as you go, for sure. Yes, thank you, Becca. Words are hard. We're working on that cut file. Becca
I just added it.
I say we, like I'm doing all the work. Oh, you added it already?
I just added it, yeah.
I can't wait to show you all. Yeah. And I think the one we made today is cuter than the one that I made earlier. So we're using that one. Becca, which one do you like better? Or this one?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The one you just made.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like this one better?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I must ask Becca. Becca knows all. Okay.
That is not true.
True. It's true. If you ever have any questions, just ask Becca. She knows. Okay, so now we have our little card ready. We have our base ready. All our score lines look perfect. Everything in our layers panel looks amazing. What is this layer? Oh, I don't want that. That was a little test. Okay, now we have our maker selected. We're going to go ahead and click make it. We're going to be using a mat today, Faux Show. Okay, we have our, I don't know why this is cutting in like a different way, but I'm just going to go with it. We're going to do yellow first. I'm going to click continue. connect to our maker. And the material setting we're going to be using is medium cardstock for all of these. So here's what I'm going to do. Medium cardstock, leave it on default pressure. I'm going to click remember the material setting. Okay. Now, one thing I want to know, we probably won't come back to Design Space, but here on this one and down here on our envelope, you can see it wants you to use a scoring wheel. We are going to be using a scoring stylus and not a scoring wheel. And on this layer as well, we're going to be changing from the scoring stylus to a pen to another pen, and then it's going to cut it. So that's a lot of steps to do. You just have to really go slow and make sure you're watching Design Space for the proper prompts. But we do want to edit this tool here, so all you have to do is click Edit Tools, change that to a scoring stylus, and click Apply. That's all you have to do. Okay, so we'll just start with this layer since I already did all that. Here you can see it says load scoring stylus and clamp A on the 5-point blade and clamp B. So it's going to score it first, then draw it with the pins, and then cut it out. Okay, so we'll go over here, place it on the mat. And again, we're using our little scrap pieces here. So I'm going to place this up in the corner. And a lot of people that are Cricut beginners are wondering, should you lay this on the mat with the excess here? You can totally do that. It's totally fine. Some people, if they're storing it, they like to cut this off, you know, just to have usable workspace with their paper, whatever floats your boat. Okay, now let's go ahead and load this into our Cricut. Load that in. And it wants the scoring stylus in first. So we have our scoring stylus. I'm going to let it measure the mat first. Perfect. Now to load in your scoring stylus, it's extremely easy. Open up the clamp, pop it in, close the clamp, you're done. Now I'm going to click go. Now this is a part you need to make sure you're paying attention. It can be honestly like a reflex at this point, like muscle memory, that when the Cricut is done, you click unload. You do not want to click unload here. You have to change from the scoring stylus to 2 different pins, and that can be a little bit confusing. So we see it stopped. The load button is not flashing, the start button is flashing. So now it's saying load Jade, which is my blue, into clamp A, and then press the go button. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unload the scoring stylus, load in our pen, you hear that satisfying pop, and then click start. Now we're going to use this again for the envelope. So make sure you have this handy, you're not done with your scoring stylus. I'll go look at comments after this layer. The rest of the layers are easy. It's going to draw for us. It's pretty quick about drawing it too. How are y'all doing? I feel like I've talked a lot.
That's the thing. That's
Woo,
how I
I feel like I've
felt
talked
when we did the last long live, and I did all of that like crafting and crafted the whole time and talked the whole time.
Yes.
But I kind of felt like I was by myself because I couldn't look at the comments. Like I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Like, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta get my hair done. Look at my roots. Oh my Lord. My roots. Okay, she stopped again. Now we'll go to Design Space. Load pink crystal into clamp A. Pop this out. You notice that I'm always putting the caps on the back of those. That's much easier than losing these, especially if you tend to be a messier crafter. No hate, not calling you out. I get it. I always like to do that. Also, put your cap on there right after you're done. Don't dilly-dally. When this thing's done, don't like take the mat out and do your project and then get the pin out. Get the pin out and pop your cap on ASAP, because that's going to save that pin for you from drying out. I think that's one of the bigger complaints about the Cricut pins is they dry out easily. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh, I totally did that last week. Unloaded instead of changing the pin. Debbie, it's an easy mistake to make, or I wouldn't have even mentioned it. When you're on a roll, it's muscle memory to go ahead and unload that mat. You gotta wait and make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing for sure. Hi, Rachel, you're awesome. Betsy, you're awesome. Thank you for being here.
Guys, shout out to Rachel. If you guys did customer service, like emailed customer service this weekend, Rachel took care of every single email. It was the weirdest thing because honestly, I have answered every single email since October when we launched.
Now, why is that? Trust me, Me and Anna have been begging to do customer service. Do not think that we were like, here's another thing to throw on your plate, Becca.
No,
For some
that is
reason,
not- yeah.
Becca's email was the only one that they were sent to. And again, it's not like for privacy reasons that she didn't want to give us her email and password, but it's just like we all needed access to it. So we just got access to it on Friday? Thursday?
Yeah.
I think it was on Friday. It was Thursday of last week because I wasn't here Friday. And I was like, I refuse to let Becca answer any of these. I want her to take a beat. Now we're talking through launch. When we launched the website, when we launched the renewal for all the already members, and Becca had to answer every single one of those. She was flooded. She was getting like 4 hours of sleep. And let me tell you, we're so happy that you email us. Please don't think that
Yeah.
we're like, oh gosh, to all the emails. We're so glad you email us. Thank you guys so much for doing so. You
Anyway.
guys are fantastic.
All that to say, Rachel did an amazing job.
You're
I
sweet.
felt a little bit like I was just leaving her to do all the work. It was very weird.
No.
But
No, I was refusing Becca to do. I did not want Becca to answer any emails.
So
Plus-
shout out to Rachel.
Plus, I like it. It's nice. Thank you, Becca. That's sweet. But shout out to Becca who's done it for all the past months. Oh, bless her heart. Okay. Next is yellow. Putting yellow down now. I'm just following the prompts in Design Space, whatever it tells me to do. And now I'm going to load it in. Look at our pretty look. We're really recycling. We want to make sure we're using all the paper. Love that. This one does not need a scoring stylus or anything. So we're going to pop that in here.
I think I missed a comment from Shay about a cut file and I can't find it. Hold on. I think Lorraine was involved in this.
Oh, yeah?
Hold on. Oh, Founding Flock for Life is what Lorraine said. And then Shay said there's a cut file idea. Founding Flock for Life. That's
so
adorable. I love that.
You
Yes.
guys are so sweet. I have been doing some organizing because Becca so kindly months ago shared my Amazon registry with you guys for my baby. And you all have went nutso on it in the best of ways. I cannot tell you how blessed and humble and thankful I am for all of your gifts. But with that many gifts, I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss anything that anyone's purchased. I don't want to miss anything. So I've been making a very detailed Google sheet. Now I haven't opened all of them yet, but like the ones that I know have been purchased on my registry, I'm making a Google sheet. If there's a package here that's like, Rachel, do not open until shower, I will just say who purchased it and that they got me something so that I don't forget to send you all some thank you emails and just pray for you all for how thankful I am and just all that good stuff. And let me tell you, I've been spending some time on it and I can't thank you all enough for that. It's been amazing. Amazing. Okay. Let me get on here. Blue, I think, is next. Let me check. Next is, well, green. This is like a greenish blue, like a mint green type of color. I'm going to pop it in and cut it out. Now this little bitty yellow piece is the piece that I'm going to be spraying with Loctite because, again, if you wanted to make this card large, it might be easier to think about using like a glue pen or something like that. But with this so thin, I just could not think about something to use it with that would not mess it up or shred it or dry too quickly. And all my mind could think of was Loctite, so that's what I used for sure.
Stacy asked earlier if you like Loctite better than other spray adhesives or what?
That's a good question. I haven't used a lot of spray adhesives. There's probably a ton of brands out there that I have not used. As for affordability and ease of use, I really like this one. It doesn't get gunky on the front like the little I just got all over me. I know it doesn't get gunky on the sprayer like some other ones that I have used does. It's very mild. It doesn't stink that bad. Becca, what's your? Because you've used it a lot as well for glitter pens and tumblers and things.
And again, I'm sort of in the same boat as Rach. I just use Loctite because it works so well, and it's not like I've used a lot, so I can't say that I like it better because I like it enough that I've never looked for another one. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pop our last color down. This is going to be our envelope. Did we decide who says envelope and who says envelope?
No, there was not quite a
Debate about it?
no.
Well,
Share her shower link again. Okay. We'll do
oh my
that.
gosh,
We'll do
guys. That you've got like butt paste to choose from. You guys have purchased everything
No,
from
I
it,
do believe
honestly.
there's some stuff on there.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating. Well, it's only because I have to keep beefing it up. Because you all keep purchasing things off of it. I changed our lines from, no, not our lines. I changed our tool from the scoring wheel to the scoring stylus. Got that done. You guys are so sweet though. Thank you so much. For everyone who's bought things or even just thought about it, I just appreciate it.
Melissa,
so much.
that is so sweet. She just sent us $20 and said, thank you for the organizational video. Hubby has been working on the garage since. Miracles do happen. Melissa, can I tell you, you're not the first person to tell us that the organizational video has helped their husband in the garage. In
The
fact,
email that we got
was hysterical. And I haven't looked up whose husband it is yet because I've just been so busy, but he did put your flock number.
The email is
It's
priceless.
hysterical.
I love it. And as soon as Becca was done reading it to me, I said, I love when husbands reach out to us. I think it's so funny, I'm telling you.
Okay. Wait, Melissa, it was your husband. Never mind.
Was it?
I just looked at the email. It was her husband.
You got a good one, Melissa.
Did he read
got
the
a
email
good
to you?
sense of
I was
humor.
cracking up.
He's got a good sense
I think
of
he and
humor.
Russ would get along well. He said, greetings from Florida. You may recall doing a live video a couple days ago on organizing well. My wife, founding member and faithful watcher and marvelous crafter and OCD tendencies, not that he's calling you out or anything, rarely misses one. I heard a good portion of it. Well, our house looks amazing, organized, customized, personalized, except wait for it, the garage. I've been working on it, but got to a category I'm asking her what to do with. It just started, but the process is a struggle. Decisions on what to keep and where to keep it. Yes, crafting organization can be applied to other aspects of life. Anonymous. P.S. Flock number 417 had no responsibility for the contents of this email. She has a hard enough time keeping me in line in public.
Love it. It got me going. It got all of us going. It was so good. Okay. This was our last layer. Just going to remove it. Just like that.
Maria just extended her website, her
Membership.
Yes.
Maria. Oh my gosh. Renee said she just renewed her membership for the next year in the comments.
Amazing.
You guys are amazing. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I apologize. There's some really faint score lines here that I'm scoring this on. Guys, my belly is in the way. My belly gets in the way. I have bruised it. I don't think I told Becca. I bruised it because I was coming through here the other day and trying to pass a light, and I didn't quite pass it. And then I hit my stomach on the door handle and felt like I'd been shot. You forget that it's growing so quickly, and you just try and like open the refrigerator at home or do normal things, and you're like, oh my gosh. My belly's in the way.
Okay, Maria extended. I'm going through the emails. Maria extended. Sandra, Renee. Let me read that one later. Miss Stacy, Susan, Kristen.
Oh my gosh.
Teresa.
You all want that maker.
Yeah, Maritza, Crystal, Cindy.
Did you all forget?
Lorraine.
You probably forgot.
This is hysterical.
You forgot, and then you were like, oh my gosh, we got to get in to winter that maker.
It's amazing. But yay for another entire year plus.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Of crafting with you all. We are so excited.
Oh, we're so excited.
That you've committed to us for a whole additional year.
Wait until you see what we've got in the works. You guys are just too much. Okay, so I'm just folding this. I braided a little bit. And again, how you fold these is 1, 2, 3, and this one tucks under the first one. It's just like a box. Have you ever, my gosh, you know when you close a cardboard box and you want the lid to stay shut, that's exactly how you do it. Same way. So we have that one and this pretty purple one. I think the purple one's prettier. I like the color better. And now we're going to assemble this. So I'm going to get my poster board and place this down. And take this cap off. And again, I'm just like that. That's it. Spray a little Loctite on there. peel that up. I can get my green piece here, my little frame, and place this on there. You kind of have a little bit of movability here for a while with that Loctite. And then I like to flip it over on the table and kind of press it down. That's what I like to do. Okay, now that's on there pretty. And oh, Becca.
Yes.
I meant to fill the font. That's what I was going to do. Darn it. Hey guys, we have a wonderful video on how to fill a font that Becca made.
Have I made it? I know I did it in a video, I don't know, live or something. I'm going to make an actual just video for you all for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot. I'm sorry, guys. I was going to fill that font
Well,
for
from
you.
here it looks cute anyway.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear, Becky.
What color is the base of that card? I'm just curious.
Like a cream.
Okay.
Let me
Sorry,
fold the
I've
paper
messed with the
pack.
color on this. I think it's better.
Let me see. Here's the paper pack I use for all of this, by the way. I'm going to pop this on there first.
Why do we, you mentioned it before, but I don't think she was here when you mentioned it. Why do we like the scoring stylus over the scoring wheel? And while you're answering that, let's talk about why Miss Linda may not be able to see her score lines sometimes.
Okay, yeah. So, all great questions. Actually, I did not talk about it, Becca, so I'm really
Okay.
glad that this was asked. We like the scoring stylus. I don't really think it's a performance thing. I think it's a convenience thing. So we like the scoring stylus because it goes in clamp A when your fine point blade goes in clamp B. It's less changing that you have to do. With the scoring wheel, it has to go into clamp B, not clamp A. So I would have had to put the tool into clamp A, or excuse me, clamp B, let it score around my project. Then I would have to take that scoring stylus, scoring wheel out, pop the fine point blade into clamp B, let that cut, then put our pins in. It would just be a lot of going back and forth. Now, sometimes you can't see your score lines because the Cricut, when it will give you a recommendation on using a scoring wheel, double scoring wheel, usually it's smart enough to know why, meaning that depending on the material that you choose, it might need a thicker, bigger, bolder score line. So sometimes they are hard to see. Also, if you're using textured paper, it's going to be extremely hard to see. Little things like that for sure. But the performance of the scoring wheel is great. It will roll on your paper, whereas this drags on your paper. So it kind of looks a little different, but for convenience, we usually like to use a scoring stylus. I don't think I've ever used a scoring wheel. Becca uses it a lot, and she does like it, which she does a lot more paper projects than I do for sure. Anything else, Becca?
I don't think so.
Okay. But yes, we do really like our scoring stylus and our scoring wheel. Really, it's just convenience. Okay, so our card is ready. Now all I have to do is fold it down on its little score line. And that's it. Done. Also, you can take a pen if you want to and fill that in. I do apologize, but how cute is it? I do like the purple better, I think. But again, fold, 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 and then this last one just gets tucked in the first one, just like a box, just like that.
So cute.
So stinking cute. That was also a faster live than I thought it would be. I thought that was going to take a while.
That's
I'm
okay.
glad it didn't. I'm glad it didn't. Now we can chat. So if you have any more questions about these, oh, we get to show the cut files. I didn't show the We're going to show the cut files today. Miss Becca has slaved over. They're fantastic and adorable. Also, if you are kind of on the fence about membership and you're not a member already, you can go to oakandlamb.com, look at the cut files we offer and things like that. So that is an option as well. You can definitely check that out. Also, don't forget today's the last day of the sale and to be entered to win the Maker 3, which we're announcing tomorrow. That's exciting.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go over to the website. First of all, if you haven't seen our website with our little, well, Becca, what do you call these?
It's not a caricature. It's
And
like
it's not
a
like a-
cartoon. I don't know.
Cartoon makes it seem cheap, and these look amazing.
I know.
I don't know. Little animated us. If you haven't seen that, how stinking cute are we? I'll toot our own horn for once here. Now we're going to go to cut files. I'm going to click the cut files, and then I'm going to go and be able to choose the new category, which is fantastic and very helpful. So now I'm going to go right here. It says all categories. I can click all categories and click new. And that just shows all the brand new cut files. That way you know where they are. If you've already downloaded them, it's kind of easier to keep track of. So Becca just added this one that says words are hard. Let me kind of, oh, that's better. Okay, I'll let that settle in. So words are hard. We have an outline of a sewing machine. It can be used for so many different things. Please don't die. I think this is adorable. It's little house plants. I like that this one's black and white and not like a PNG option, because you might want to make that like a sticker for something and you just want the black and white outline instead of all the colors. Yeah, so I love that that's an option. Plant Dad, look how cute. Again, I love the colors that Becca chooses. Then we have Plant Lady. Now we have some tags. And again, I made it zoom in big, but they look better if it's not so zoomed in, of course. We have some tags here. Now, these are for any occasion. For Christmas, for birthdays, you can use really anything. You can use them for whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you could cut these out of cardstock. You could cut them out of wood or MDF, and then even make like stocking tags out of them.
Ooh,
Anna's going to be doing a live next Monday with a door tag that's like a door hanging that's really cute. So there's so many different ways to use those particular tags. It's very exciting.
I love that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Thank you for weighing in. These are your files. These are your babies, Becca. We have this Polaroid camera one that has some little Polaroid pictures. It says smile and a cute little, I think this is like called the Instastack camera. You know, it looks like one of those little Polaroids. So that's super cute. Of course, you can change the colors in that if you want to. We have Plant Lady. So cute. And then this card that we used today said, okay, you are amazing. Love that one. Next, we have napping is my favorite sport, which this is a cut file just for my mother. My mom is an avid napper. She loves naps. I've never been able to nap, fun fact, ever. Maybe if I'm really sick or kind of doped up on something when I'm sick, I can nap. Normally, I cannot nap. I am envious of people that can. And then we have the lamb head, which, Becca, when is it? This is coming up next week as well.
Yes.
This lamb head.
Do you want to show them? I have it put together.
Yes. Oh.
It's just a microphone. It's not expensive or anything.
No.
It's fine.
No, it's fine. Becca's very excited about the lamb head. I'll show you guys this route when we're done.
Yeah, in just
with
a
our
minute.
cut files. I'll move that so it's like front and center, ready to go. Okay, so we have lamb head, and then we have a lamb head with an ear tag. Now the difference here, you might want one over the other because this one has no cutouts in the ear, and this one actually has 3. It has like several different layers with holes in the ears. So Becca wanted to give you both of those as options. Now this one, I drive fast and barefoot because Becca, along with a surprisingly large percentage of the sewist population, sews barefoot. So I just love that cover.
Yeah, where
so
my barefoot
cute.
sewers at? Let me know.
Yes. Let Becca know. She'd love to know that you're there. I love this combination of a bunch of hellos that are beautiful and hand lettered and unique. Love all the colors that are chosen here. Super cute. Now, again, you could use this as wall decor with a bunch of hellos on it. You could take one of these out that you loved and put it on a doormat. You could take one and have it drawn on a card. Whatever you want to do. There's so many different things you can do with all those cute little hellos. Okay, we have the oak and lamb ear tag. Self-explanatory. How cute is that?
Yeah, and then it just has the outline of the logo, which I haven't shared before. So you have that now.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah.
And then these, look at this, crazy sewing lady. Look at the colors on that sewing machine. I absolutely love it. How stinking cute is that? We have Bookaholic and Book Hoarder. I love that the O's are glasses. Becca, so cute. You've outdone yourself here.
Thank you.
My sister is a librarian. She went to school for 6 years to become a librarian, and she would absolutely adore those. So if you're a book lover, you really would. Okay, Becca, you want to switch to the overhead, Becca?
Sure.
Look how cute.
Look at it. Pull it down just a little bit.
Huh?
Pull it down just a bit.
Okay. Now, Becca made this. She's going to teach you how to make it next week. It's going to be adorable.
So fun.
It's going to be so stingy. Look at this little tag. How cute is it? I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So if you're excited to make one of these, you can make one next week. That did need to come down. I have to adjust my tape, Becca.
Yeah.
My tape is inaccurate.
I also moved it's a whole thing.
Oh.
So
yeah.
let me just give you guys a little bit. Rachel said, Becca, you may be a little ADD, and I think she may be correct.
I say that with all the love in the world.
Yes.
Most creative people do have some form of ADD.
So she says to me on Friday, hey, whenever you get a second, or no rush at all, but I scheduled the premiere for Saturday, so just let me know when you have the thumbnail. And I was like, this was at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I said, well, Rachel, I started it at 8:30.
That morning.
And what happened was I needed to take a picture of some vinyl to Photoshop into the thumbnail. So I got that out to do that. And then I was like, I need to put it in the art bin, organizational things, so that I can take some pictures for art bin. So then I did that. So then I was like, organization. Oh, toolboxes, they need to be organized. So then I organized the toolboxes, and 3.5 hours later, the thumbnail was still not finished.
And she was honest enough and humble enough to tell me all of this.
I told her. I did.
I don't remember what my reply was. I'm pretty sure it was like, oh, that's
no,
fine.
you said, OMG, you're ADD.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
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 And again, that's fine.
No, it's not.
That's
it's a thing. It's like I have got to. It's so funny because I say things to Beckett, like because Beckett has ADHD for real, and I'll give him a couple of things to do just to test him, and I'm like, buddy, just think about it. Just like chant it to yourself over and over again.
Chant it to yourself.
I've got to put my shoes in the closet, shoes in the closet, shoes in the closet, and don't go like. But I think I kind of need to take my same advice, like. Thumbnail photo, thumbnail photo, thumbnail photo.
And it's so funny how similar. Also, hang on, we had a quick question.
Yeah.
Is this Glowforge only, or can we make it with craftboard? You can absolutely make it with craftboard
Yes.
or chipboard, whatever you want to do.
Or cardstock, like you could.
Cardstock, yes.
Yeah.
This is just like a sturdy door hanging. So Becca's making it out of MDF board with the Glowforge, but you can make
Well,
it with
actually,
whatever
on the
you want.
live, I'll be doing it out of chipboard
That's right.
with the maker.
So Cricut owners,
Yeah.
if you're one of the ones that wins this puppy,
Yes.
that'll be great. Not this one. You're going to get a new one. Don't worry. But anyways, it's so funny how similar Becca and I are on so many different levels. But I cannot have more than like 5 tabs open on my computer, or I start to have like a panic attack because I have too many things unfinished. I have to finish one thing before I go to the next one. And Becca is like
Currently closing my tabs because because I feel bad.
Becca's like the opposite. She can work on a vast majority of things and get them all done, but at different times. And my mind can't even work that way. When I clean the house, I have to do it very specifically, one room at a time, ending with the kitchen because that's the messiest and that's where all my, like, it's crazy. I don't get sidetracked. I don't.
The only way that it works well for me is if I have a list, though. Like if I don't have a list, then I'm just as chaotic as I sound.
Okay, so lists are good.
Yes.
Lists are good.
Yeah.
I love lists as well, but yes.
Yes, Belle. Belle says she squirrels a lot. Exactly. It's a problem. It is a problem. Anyway, for those of you who have asked if you are wanting to renew or extend your Founding Flock membership and you do not have access to the private Facebook group, Rachel, if you want to just, do you want to show them where the post is in the private
Absolutely.
Facebook group? If you still can't find it, email us hello@oakandlame.com and we will be glad to share those links with you. I just want you not to have to wait on us if you don't want to wait on us. So she is in the private Facebook group now, and up here, see where it says featured? That is where we post all of our most important things. So all the member only videos are posted up there right now, and I'm about to condense it to one listing. So we'll have a playlist that you will click on, and then you can click each individual video because we have 10 member only videos now, and it's going to become a thing. So yeah.
I'm going to go back too so you guys can see what I clicked.
Yeah.
But right here on featured, I just clicked that arrow a couple times. And if you see this, Founding Flock members.
Click on that, and that's where the links are.
Yep, right here. Right here. So you can upgrade yearly or monthly for all those Founding Flock members. And if you do it by today, you get entered to win a Cricut Maker 3, which is amazing. And all brand new members. If you're just watching us today and you've never joined, you can join down below. It's the last day of our President's Day sale that was a week long. Becca has the coupon code set to expire tonight at midnight. So make sure that you grab that for $20 off using the code PRES, P-R-E-S 20. Let me see.
Rach, they need a baby Charlie update after your appointment on Friday.
All good things.
All good things.
I don't
yes.
say that. He's big. And that's fine. He's just big. The ultrasound tech was particularly interested in the size of his belly and his head for whatever reason, which are two worrisome parts to me as well, because he's coming out of my body. But his head is measuring 36 weeks. I am 33 weeks. And his little belly is measuring about the same. Now again, he's all healthy. They look at all the organs. He's completely healthy. He's just a chunker. He is a little over 5 pounds already, which, how much did Beckett weigh?
414.
So Charlie is 5 pounds already, and it's sweet as pie though. Oh my gosh. I just can't wait to meet him. He's sweet. She saw some hair. I don't think I told you that, Becca.
No, you didn't.
She saw some hair, which I'm excited about. I didn't have hair till I was 3 years old. I was 3. And it was like Snow White. Yes. But so he's got some hair. I'm trying to think. He's in the 75th percentile, which is above average, but not like crazy above average. But no, everything's going great. Thank you so much for asking, though. Thanks for asking. But I hope you all did enjoy the envelope. Let me know if you have any questions about it, about Oak and Lamb, about me and Becca, anything we can do. But we'll chat for just a few more minutes and make sure that we are answering all your questions.
We're getting lots of emails here, so we'll answer all of these as soon as we're finished to get you guys those links.
Yes,
and help you all out.
Shirley, he is estimated to be between 8 and 9 pounds if I go full term. That was estimated before my ultrasound. I think his estimation might be a little bit chunkier than that now. And that's fine.
It's so funny though, because you have, like, how much weight have you gained total now?
I don't even know. I'm going to have to ask.
I mean, it was like 3 pounds or something, because forever it was nothing.
Yeah. And I keep like going up a couple pounds, down a couple pounds, up a couple pounds. I did gain some weight this time, but again, he's 5 pounds. I forget how much like the placenta and the fluid, I don't know all that math. I'm going to ask my OB here in town when I go next week how much I started at, because I kind of forgot that number. I don't even remember what I weighed right when I started. So I'm going to ask. But he's going to be a bit of a chunker, and that's fine. There's nothing better to me than a chunky baby. My sweet niece, who just light of my life. She is 6 months old tomorrow. She is in 18-month-old clothing. When she wears onesies, her mama, my sister, has to roll her sleeves up past her elbows to even get them where they need to go, because that's how plump she is. But her arms aren't that long. It's hilarious. She is precious. I love it.
It's so funny. Baby. Maria said that hers were 10 pounds 2 ounces. 2 of her children were 10 pounds 2 ounces.
Yes, James was a 10-pounder. My husband, he was a 10-pound baby. I was, I think, 8 something. So we were. But again, that's not saying anything. I'm not saying because he was 10 pounds that Charlie will be 10 pounds. But I'm totally fine with a chunky baby. Fine by me. Let me see. I found it.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it. Let me go here. Jennifer, I found the link for the renewal. It wasn't on the Facebook flock page, just the Oak and Lamb one, LL. Oops. Oh, were you looking on like the
just
page
the group,
the group?
The public.
Okay.
No big deal. No big deal at all.
I'm so glad you found it.
Teresa said, I'm so excited to see you become a mommy. You're going to be so awesome as a mommy. And she is so right.
You're so sweet. Of course I'm nervous, but I think it's healthy to be nervous. I'm very, very excited. Mostly because I have so many exceptional women around me. Like I get to see Becca every single day. For years before I was pregnant or anything, I was just soaking in the way that Becca parents her children, because I think that Becca is an absolutely exceptional parent to those kiddos. And if I'm half as good as a mom as Becca is, maybe a third, I will be happy. So I'm just blessed to have parents and mother-in-law and aunts and everybody here to help me through this. Absolutely. Plus Becca's had a boy. My aunt had a boy. My mom has had 2 girls. And then my aunt had there's just not a lot of boys. There's not a lot of boys. And I need some boy support.
We got
for
this.
sure.
We've got this. Teresa said, I love how excited Becca is about the baby. Here, can I just
Me
say,
too.
I have baby fever so bad right now. I mean, so bad. I thought, like, if you had asked me 6 months ago, I'd be like, no, hell no. I never want another kid. Like, I love my kids, but
of course,
I don't want, and now
understand.
I'm like, oh, maybe.
You can take Charlie anytime you want.
So I'm hoping that having Charlie in my life will just like satisfy
Help
that
that.
baby fever thing, because
Anytime
then I
you
can just
want
give
him.
him back.
Yes.
And I don't have to pay for his college or
No,
his car.
You don't have to wipe
or
his poopy diapers or
No,
any
I don't have
part
to
you
potty
don't like
train
about
him.
it. You can
Yes.
just
Yeah.
Now you're gonna
Yeah.
have to hear all about me doing it because
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna
fine. Yeah,
need
yeah,
so
yeah.
much help.
Yeah, yeah.
We were just talking about potty training the other day, potty training boys and girls and things like that. And then me and my husband went to a newborn care class in Knoxville on Saturday. Learned a lot of good statistics and things like that. But I'm as ready as I'll ever be, I guess, which isn't saying much, because when people are like, Rachel, you ready? I'm like, no. And if someone says yes, they're lying to you. No one is ready for a baby. I truly don't think they are. Maybe
Well,
like
there's no way for you to
maybe
know
like
what to
yeah,
expect.
I'm ready, but are you really ready? No, because if you've
No.
never done it before, you have no idea what to expect.
I was not at all prepared for how anxiety ridden I would be, just from worrying about them constantly, like worrying about, did I put them in the right school? Did I make this decision right? Does that bruise mean this? Like, it's just, if you have those tendencies anyway, then having kids just amplifies them. Yeah.
Yes. I was talking the other day to my sister as well, that it's going to be upsetting to me when Charlie's a little bit older and I have to make a call that he doesn't like, that he thinks is the wrong call, but that I know is the right call. And then he's mad at me, but I know it's best for him. Like, I just navigating that when he's like old enough to know choices that I make, but not old enough to understand why I make them for him.
Yeah.
You know, and again, that's something that's way far in the future, but just little things like that you think about, because you're like, well, I have at least 18 years with this little fella, and I'm going to have to try and mold him into a very good, godly citizen in this world. And this world is not fantastic. And it's like, prayer is all that kind of gets you through. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I love talking about babies, of course. Of course I do.
It says, I hear boys are easier to raise than girls. For me, that is true, because I don't mind the hyper, and not all boys are hyper, but my son is hyper. My brother, on the other hand, has 5 girls and said, I don't know if I could raise a boy because the hyperactivity would just drive me crazy, which is hysterical because he was very hyper as a kid. Anyway, it just depends on for me, the drama and the whiny
Of a girl.
I can't handle quite as well. Like, I didn't have girlfriends growing up, really a lot, because I would much rather just hang out with guys.
Yeah.
Girl,
There's a lot of
boys
drama.
are, in my opinion, more difficult to potty train. Beckett was terrible to potty train.
Yes.
And that's circumstantial too. It's kid by kid based too.
But there are, the things that they say about the different, But again, there's just not a lot of boys in my family that I mean, of course, my cousin Joseph, but we're only like 4 months apart, so it's hard to, I need boy support. My mom, she had her first child was a boy, and his name was Landon, which is Charlie's middle name, Charlie Landon. And he, back in the 90s, they couldn't diagnose it then, but he actually ended up having hypoplastic left heart syndrome, and he lived for 5 days and unfortunately, tragically passed away. So me and my sister never got to meet him, but up until the birth, my mom and dad thought he was perfectly healthy, because that's just, they couldn't do the testing they could do nowadays. So mom had a boy, she birthed a boy, but she did not have the opportunity and the privilege to raise a boy. So she had my sister, and then my sister was the worst baby in the history of the world. Mom had to beg on her hands and knees to have another one, and dad was like, we're not doing it. Mom was like, come on, Sean, just one more. And then I came, and I was an easy baby. And Mom was like, Sean, I'm glad you talked me into this, because Sarah was horrible, but Rachel was an easy baby. So, again, I just think it's so interesting. But I'm really glad to have Becca here, who's had a boy, because I need boy help. Boys are much, much different than girls.
she gonna love it though.
I'm so excited. I've heard the one thing about boys, they are mama's boys.
They are.
And they're just the best. I'm really excited. Well, guys, we have a load of customer service emails to answer,
Yes.
which I'm really excited about. I hope it's all of you getting your new memberships or renewing your memberships. My little watch has been buzzing this whole time, which is fantastic.
I've weeded
It
through. We have
excites me.
7 to respond to. Yeah.
We can do
No big
that.
deal. No big deal. The night that we launched this, I answered 140 emails.
by herself.
140.
Becca,
So
there's
7
gonna be-
seems very nice.
Listen, there's going to be a special crown in heaven for you, like an oak and lamb crown. Someone asked what his name is, Becca.
Freddie. Fred.
His name is Fred. Yes, Becca's brother, whose name is Fred, is probably very flattered, but it's not after him.
No.
It's not after him.
It's after our pincushion.
It's after a pincushion who just happened to be named Fred extremely randomly. And then we were like, well,
We can't
our
change
lamb,
it.
Our
Yeah.
lamb must be Fred now.
Yeah.
So we've named our little lamb Fred. That's coming up next week as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed learning how to make those little envelopes. They're super quick, super easy. I hope you make them, honestly. If you are new to Cricut and you're wondering if you think that was a little bit too fast, rewatch the video, pause, play it. It's a really good tool to do when you're a beginner as well. Again, enter in to win this Cricut. Today's your last day. You can click the link below and save if you're not already a member. If you are a member, go and click the link in the private Facebook group and renew your membership. And we're going to be announcing tomorrow who wins the Cricut Maker 3. So we're really excited about that. Becca, anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you all so much. I will see you tomorrow for a really fun screen printing video. So we'll